it looks like music is having a hard time, so I'm just not going to bother with that. I'll have to troubleshoot with it later. Other than that, though, we're all good to go. Are you guys set?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Could be.
So, it's good to have you guys back. How was the week?
You know.
How's that ankle doing?
It's really not great.
Can you walk around?
I can hobble.
Nice. Okay, well, hobbling's
than
better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. And I already had it x-rayed and stuff, because, Canada.
Because Canada, where the healthcare is almost free.
Yeah.
In that you have to pay for it.
I mean, I didn't have to put my credit card number in for anything today, so that was pretty good.
Well, you don't pay at the thing, you pay monthly.
Yep, I'll paycheck. That's fine.
Oh wow, there's 2 Discord overlays wigging over each other. I think my computer's gonna fucking explode. Okay, well, anyway, last thing that happened, you guys were in a small enclosed space and set off a propane tank that was about 15 feet tall. So the first thing that I need is Constitution saving throws from everybody except for Mackinac, who's been insulated by the blow, given that he's in a little liquid tank.
So, Constitution?
Yeah, con saving throw. There's no dexterity block. You don't get to evade this.
Oh! Nice.
Can I give my roll to Doctor?
Oh my God.
Oh, I will switch with him. Can I please?
You know it doesn't work that way.
Please?
Plus I'm ill. The only thing that'll take me out of my sickness is the satisfying this thirst for blood.
You can still have blood. You just switch my roll with his because it's my fault.
I've got a few dice to roll. Obviously the person who rolled a 20 takes half.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I was uninjured that last fight, so hopefully this doesn't kill me.
Oh, there's a 1 there. $43 fire damage.
That would have killed me.
Okay, well.
Is anybody insta-dead? Is the first question.
No.
I am very injured, but I have 4 hit points remaining.
Nice.
43, so is that 22 or 21?
21's fine.
Okay. How'd the spider do?
The spider, let's see if he passed on his con save. Yeah, he's fine.
I would've been okay if that stupid spider hadn't hit me.
So over here in the back end of the room, this thing explodes and topples over, and Colcoat, you are instantly blacked out there when the fire blows up, and you guys over here are assaulted by the flames that only have one way to go as they rush out through the main hallway. When everything returns, you can see that there are little flickers of flame throughout the room, as though there's like bits of residue that must still be burning. But everything else seems more or less fine. Curiously enough, though, the back end here where there's the what is it? The little
Work table.
yeah, it was like a tool bench or whatever, has toppled over onto Colcoat. Mackinac is still nowhere to be seen. And for a brief moment, the room is all alight, so you can see its contents for maybe about a turn or two before it starts to go black. The spider over here looks like it's singed and has a bunch of fire over its form as well. and after this blast goes off, it kind of like turns and faces you guys for a moment. What do you guys want to do?
Just
Well-
yell out, "Fuck! Coco, are you alright?"
There's no call back. How about you,
Um,
Erlebald? What do you want to do?
Well, I am going to just scream out in pain and try to get a second wind because I am mucho hurt.
Okay. You can second wind. Colcoat, I'd like a death save from you, please.
You got it.
Can I activate my fucking friendship amulet?
Oh my god.
What did he roll?
A 20!
Yes! Woo!
So, you guys call out, and there's no response from Colcoat. You steel yourself, Erlebald, with your second wind, getting ready to, either flee or maybe go into the room, who knows. But then, you guys see what looks like Colcoat's hand raise up from behind the tool bench.
I'm just gonna pump my fist in the air, activate the friendship amulet, and then we'll look at this spider thing and just...
The spider seems distracted. When you turn your attention to it, you realize that it has shifted and is looking over in the corner, and starts to move for Colcoat.
Can I mind spike?
Oh, sure. Is that
don't
a
know.
wisdom save?
It is indeed a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 16.
Let me grab something real quick here.
You're mind spiking him?
I don't know, man.
What is mind spike? Oh, it's a spell. If I can see this, like him starting to do an incantation, can I start throwing darts as well?
Sure. Everybody
Alright,
roll
wonderful.
initiative. And you
You
will get
know.
off the mind spike before this initiative thing goes off.
Okay.
Oh, he rolled pretty high though, so he's probably going to be going first. That's not a natural 20, so if somebody's gets bumped above that, you do go first.
I am even.
Then you go first. So, Mind Spike for Wisdom saving throw. This thing gets a... Oh, it fails. Yeah, that's not good.
So 3d8 psychic damage, and while I'm concentrating on it, I will know exactly where it is.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, okay. That's on top of the 8. Oh, wait, no, sorry, 48. Because it's a level 2 spell, and I cast it at level 3 because Warlock. So that's 9 points of psychic damage plus another 4, so 13 points of psychic damage.
13, okay. Alright. And then, after that, Erlebald, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, I am very injured, but this clockwork spider is about to be much more injured. I'm going to... I haven't action surged yet, so I'm just gonna burn everything I have on this thing. So first is a set of 3 darts,
Okay.
all with bursting if they do hit. Wait, how
Do you
like...
have all your bursting darts?
I couldn't use them in the previous fight because it would have AoE'd them, so yeah, I haven't spent anything.
Nice.
And also, we had a short rest. Pretty sure he's on a short rest.
Oh, did we have a short rest? Well, yeah, if we had a short rest, then I definitely would have gotten everything.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, those are some high rolls. So, they're sharpshooter, so that is a 12 for the first one.
Miss?
That is a 19 for this
Miss.
one. And this is a... Oh, wait, no, this is a... Wait, yeah, all of them are lower than 19, so yeah, that's a set of misses.
Okay. Some of your darts do indeed land, others pass, but the ones that hit seem to harmlessly bounce off of large metallic parts.
Okay, I'm gonna action surge, and I'm gonna throw 2 more darts, this time without sharpshooter.
Okay.
Oh, oh, that's so painful. Okay, well the highest one was an 18, which messes.
Okay.
Hmm. He's just gonna shout out, "Over here!" And that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay.
Or wait, he's gonna take a like good solid step back. But yeah, that's the end of his turn.
You guys do seem to grab the spider's attention, and as its turn comes around, it turns from Coalcoat and shuffles over into the room a little bit. It comes up over here, and then you see all those javelins shining there for a moment, little glints on the ends of the spear tips, and then they all fire off in a volley towards you. And I need a dexterity saving throw from the two. Oh, that's not very good.
I'm gonna roll con as well, so I know what my
Oh,
my
nice.
concentration.
That should be a pass. I have, yeah, that's a 21.
Okay.
And I just know already that the mind spike is gone.
Okay. So let's see. What were the two saves?
I rolled a 21.
So that's good.
And I rolled a 5.
That's a fail. Erlebald, you only take 11 damage.
Okay.
But
We good,
Dominic,
we good.
you take 17.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Okay. That seems to be the turn. It walks over, fires those off, and then seeing that you guys are both still standing, seems to stick put in the room for a moment, taking just a couple steps back. And Coalcoat, it's your turn. You have 1 HP and can't see much as you're kind of crippled underneath the workbench. We haven't rolled for your injury yet, but when this combat's over, we definitely will. What do you want to do?
Well, probably gonna heal myself with the cure wounds here since I'm in pretty rough shape.
Sure.
Sorry. Is 1d8 plus my spell. Oh, good. Healed 10. And, I'm assuming I can't even really hear right now, so I'm just gonna, like, start crawling off randomly. Like, there.
Okay. Next up is Dominic. It's your turn.
Okay, this changes plans. Alright, because I am scared of this beastie now, I'm just going to scream out, "Everyone, run!" That wasn't plain and clear already. 20-foot radius. Forget how these are 0.3, so I'm going to center it on the spider, Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
So, yeah.
20 foot, you said?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius.
So that's like about that.
Yeah, difficult terrain. It's pure black.
A circle. Wow.
Yeah, there's
What
new
the-
tools. They updated. In fact, we
Dang.
could do a different color just to be special.
Oh
There we go.
my god.
So that's about right.
Yep. And yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then I'm just going to run the fuck away.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's my turn.
Mackinac, it's your turn. Now, to clarify, you were underneath the water when this thing went off. And you can't hear any voices, as the liquid that you're in is not, like, it's a little bit more viscous than anything, and really heavily muffles your sense of sound. You do definitely, however, hear an explosion go off, and you feel it too. It's like a rumble. After that, things seem to subside. But whatever that rumble was, it definitely seemed significant.
Well, I should clearly investigate. So I will again climb the wall of goop.
Okay. I believe that was an athletics roll to do so.
It's an 11.
Okay, so you managed to climb the wall of goop. It takes you like 10 feet to peer your head over the top. And you see that the room is in a catastrophic state of disrepair. There are little flickers of flame all over the walls, the ceilings, the ground, and the tank over here looks like it's been blown in half. And looking over here, there's like spikes all over the place, and you don't really see any of your teammates, but you can hear them moving around. And off in the corner of the room, you see what looks like Colcoat laying on the ground, like pulling himself along. And he looks like he's basically just crawled out of the grave.
Okay. Range and healing word.
60 feet.
60
Yeah.
feet. All right. I'll go ahead and cast a healing word on Polcoat there.
Can you see him?
I don't think he'd be able to see me.
No, I don't think he's able to see him.
Solution said I could, so.
No.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that
no?
the Arms of Hadar thing is like it's like a darkness or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I don't do that.
That's my bad.
I'm sorry. I don't.
Here we
Well,
go.
it's dark in the room too, isn't it?
It's getting
Other than, like,
darker.
The little bits of fire.
Yeah.
Well, I'll climb out.
Sorry, you don't see Colcoat. No idea where he is.
You can hear soft whispers and slurping noises.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Tacos. Sorry, I really want tacos.
Keeps talking about tacos.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to about here and I'll like say into the room, assuming I can see Dominic and Erlebald.
Mm-hmm.
What has occurred?
Mackinac is covered in like a black sloppy goo that sloths off of him as he steps over with like squelching sounds on the ground.
Woof. Well, I'm very injured. So is Colcoat. He's over there, and our other friend is running. Things are not well. The spider is behind you.
I see.
I'd say that's about as much dialogue as you can get in for a turn.
Yeah. Erlebald said he was injured, right?
Erlebald and Dominic both look pretty injured. To be clear, you guys are both below half, right?
Erlebald,
I'm
yeah,
on
healing word.
8.
Get 4 HP back, Erlebald.
Aw,
Yeah,
thank you.
I have 3 HP.
12 hit points.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative. At this point, I'm going to roll luck here to see if the room goes dark. And it does. So it's back to the normal lighting situation only for people who have light. And then let's do initiative for this creature here. Oh, that's not very
Wait,
good
I
at all.
rolled really high. Say another. Oh shit, my initiative's +4, so yeah, I'm 20.
Okay.
Oh, it rolled really low.
Looks like you're first, Erlebald. What do you want to do?
Oh, yay! Well, I can't see the thing that well.
Can't see it at all.
I guess if it was coming in this direction, what is this thing right here? I don't.
That's the pedestal that had the lever on it for the door.
Is it big enough so I could like go prone and hide behind it?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, you can crouch behind it.
yeah, I'm gonna.
It would count as like half cover if you were standing behind it.
Would it apply to? Because I know base rules, weird deck save things don't apply to cover, right? But would it apply to the cover here?
If it shot at you,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd give you like a +2 or something.
All right, nice. Okay. So he's going to make 3 frantic attacks on this clockwork boy,
Okay,
but
they all have disadvantage.
they all have disadvantage. I might need more dice. Let me check. Yeah, I'm gonna need to snatch more die. D20s. Sorry, I have to make them different colors.
Of course.
Or else I don't know which one is the pair. Nice, okay. Let's just say the white one is non-modifier.
Okay.
Non-sharpshooter also, because this thing is a shitload of AC. Okay, so it looks like the highest one is probably going to be... So that is... Yeah, the highest one is a 23. Does a 23 hit?
23 hits.
Wonderful. That was the non-modifier one, but hey, it's fine. And this is bursting dart.
Okay.
So I need to roll d4 and then 2d6. Alright, that is 10 points of damage.
What damage types?
3 is piercing,
Okay.
7 is force.
Alright. Is that your turn?
And Earl's just going to spend his movement to move over here and prop himself prone, hiding behind this pillar.
Sure. As for you, Coalcoat, what do you want to do?
Well, I'll just keep like randomly crawling around, I guess,
Okay.
and I'll probably like steer away when this is cold, right?
When what? Sorry?
Well, if I get closer to this, it's cold, so I'll probably like wander away from it. So I'm just gonna like wander there. And
Sure.
That'll be my turn.
And Dominic, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna take the. Yeah, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps back.
Okay.
Or sorry, 6. And I'm just gonna pull up my bow and wait to be able to see it because people don't seem to be following.
Sure.
But to be fair, can't see Coalcoat, so I get it.
Macknar, it's your turn.
All right. After having been told that Coco is still in the room, I'll go searching for him.
Okay.
And I do have the light sting still
Yep.
on me, so
Yeah, Coalcoat, you would see the green light come around the corner, and Macknar, you spot him there.
Oh, save me, wherever you are.
please try not to move too much, Coco. You seem severely injured.
What?
I said, please do not attempt to move too much, Coalcoat. You are severely injured. I also
can't
believe
hear
your hearing
you.
may be impacted.
What?
Bang two rocks
don't-
together.
I don't get it. What is happening? I'm afraid.
You
I'll
also
test-
can hear.
Get 3 HP back.
Sweet.
Can I like pick him up?
Yeah, I'd say you can drag him.
I'll start dragging him with my extra 2 movement.
Sure. After that, how does Hadar work when something starts its turn here?
2d6 cold damage.
Okay. Go ahead and
then
roll
if
that.
it is difficult terrain, Cure Darkness and
Oh.
11 cold damage.
11 cold. Okay.
And yeah.
All right. I'm gonna roll a d8 to see what direction this thing comes out of. Okay, so it comes out in that direction. So this thing emerges over here. And let's see.
Doesn't stay in there. Oh, do I get my attacks?
You can definitely make your bow attack.
Okay. That's 24.
That hits.
Gets the Mackinac spider. And 16.
16 damage.
No, 16 for the next attack.
Second shot. Okay, that's a miss.
And that's fucking 3 plus first. 3 plus 6. So
Okay.
9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And it has to end its turn there because that's all of its movement. That was difficult terrain, and it doesn't have any attacks it can make. So roll initiative.
I got a 2.
Did you get a 16, Dominic?
No, I got. That was just from last time. I'm slow on it.
Gotcha. Colcoat, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I mean, can I just hold my turn? I'm cool being drug out of here for now.
Okay. The spider will go next, and... Oh, God. I'm gonna make a perception roll for our spider friend. Okay. The spider comes around the corner here, and then makes an attack on you, Mackinac. Does a... Where are we here? Does a 23 hit?
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. You take a couple of damage. You take 15 points of damage.
All right. I'm gonna roll the feel no pain to reduce it.
Okay.
Oh, maximum reduction. Said 15.
Okay. And then after that, it's your turn, Dominic. The spider is out of sight. You shot it once, and then it went off.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not it. I guess I'll hold my attack to see it again.
Okay. And after Dominic, Mackinac.
I would have to disengage to not get attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
All right. I guess I'll drag Colcoat.
I can... Yeah, you can move him like half of your movement.
All right. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, I'll keep going. 4, 5, 6.
Okay. And then, is that your turn?
I did not bonus action, so I will probably bonus action second wind.
Okay. Erlebald, your turn.
Yay! Woohoo! What do I want to do? Okay, so I'm prone. I got up from prone. Yeah, I can move. If I move to here, could I, like... Wait, I actually wouldn't know this. So Erlebald gets up, moves to here. Can he see the creature?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna throw... three darts at him.
Okay.
Do I still have disadvantage because it's real dark?
No.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then that'd just be... Okay. Non-sharpshooter, because this thing has a ridiculous amount of AC. Okay. So, one of them is a 21.
Miss.
Oh, yeah, all of them miss then. And one of them's a natural 1.
Okay. So you whiff there. Is that your turn?
That is the... Oh, wait, I moved back to my hiding spot, but yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. And then Coalcoat, you had held yours. Do you want to do anything? The passageway is very close by.
When I see the spider, I'll just kind of over here. I'll stand up and yell at it. I thought we were friends. Why would you try to blow me up, spider?
You can't tell, but the spider feels betrayed.
I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative. And then...
Oh, yeah, that's when I got my natural 20. I'm overjoyed.
Your turn,
Coco, you can go
Erlebald.
first.
Oh, yay!
Thanks.
Well, then I'm going to move here and bap him with 2 darts. Or 3
Okay.
darts. Non-sharpshooter, 'cause this guy's fucking AC. Okay, that is all misses because the highest is a 19.
Okay, yep.
And then I'm moving back into my little hidey hole. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. The spider friend comes up and, let's see here, is going to place itself in between you guys in the doorway and then make a grapple check on Coalcoat. And Coalcoat, I'd like you to make an athletics or acrobatics check, but do so at disadvantage.
Well, they're both the same. Let's do
To beat an 18.
acrobatics. Get nice and squirmy.
Oh god.
Nope.
Oh no.
God damn it, this fucking party.
The spider blocks paths with you there, Mackinac, and then lunges forward, and as it does, in a motion you've seen before, grabs a hold of Coalcoat, just like when it had dragged you off, and once it's got a hold of him, as Coalcoat squirms, but he's quite injured and unable to escape, it tries to walk away with him. Do you let go, or are you going to strength contest this thing?
I'm gonna strength contest this thing.
Okay, please do. And make a straight strength roll.
Oh, 23.
You actually beat it. Coalcoat, you are in between these two as they grab a hold of you, and as this thing tries to drag you away, it jerks at your body for a moment. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Why are you doing this to me, spider?
Oof.
11.
You take 5 points of damage. Are you still conscious?
Yes.
Okay. You feel the thing tear at you there. Mackinac manages to hold on to you, and the spider still has a hold as it tries to drag you off, and you feel your body pulled in 2 directions. It's not a pleasant thing, but you're still conscious. And Mackinac, it's your turn.
Okay, I'd like to. Can I like squeeze past the wall here, or is there not enough room?
Yeah, I'd say there's enough room you could squeeze past.
Alright, so I'll pick up Coalcoat and carry him.
Okay. You will have to wrestle him from the spider's jaws here by making contested athletics rolls. Are you okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. Spider rolls a... it's not very good, actually. A 14.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Oh, yes. You are unable to yank Colcoat from him. Rollerball, pull the lever.
So I guess I'd still be like over here somewhere.
Okay.
Can I cast Toll the Dead on it?
You can, yeah.
Oh, I can see the spider now, can't I?
Yeah, you can shoot at it.
Hell yeah.
I've got a feeling that these aren't our attacks aren't doing much.
Probably not doing anything. That's a 24.
Okay. And
And
wisdom
let's see.
save, the creature got a 16.
16 will pass.
Okay.
And then a 13 for the next attack. But anyway, damage for the first attack from my magical arrow. That's 10 damage.
Okay. It is Colcoat's turn, I think. What do you want to do, Colcoat?
Oh, my arms! I don't like this game anymore. And you know what? I'm gonna Misty Step. Poof, gone, and I'm over here.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Dodge.
Okay. Dominic, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. How far away is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2. I'm gonna fucking Hexblade curse him
Okay.
again. And I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Step all the way back.
All right.
And then I'm gonna shoot at him twice.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, it's a 23.
That hits.
All right, and then the next attack to see if I can roll all the dice. Oh.
Nope.
Ah. 7 piercing damage.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yep.
Roll initiative. Ooh, I'm going first, motherfuckers.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
Did anybody else get a natural 20?
Nope.
Nope. So this guy is going first, and Mackinac, let's see here. It is going to make an attack on you. Does a 14 hit? Imagine not.
Relic.
Hmm?
14. Does it hit you?
Oh, no.
Okay. And it is Dominic's turn.
I was surprised by the question.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it 2 more times.
Okay.
$22.
22 does hit.
That actually worried me. 26.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Uh, 12 plus 12.
Okay.
24 points piercing damage.
Is that your turn?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down the hallway.
Next up is you, Colcoat.
I will. My gun already here. No, 2, 3. I'll step up. I'll use a bonus action to damage, and I'm gonna try to shoot him in like his little eyeballs.
Okay.
And just yell at him like, "You stupid spider! You could have had it all, and you tried to kill me." It's not. That's. Second one. Oh no! Wait. There we go. 23.
That hits. And I will need to know the damage types.
This is force damage.
Okay.
So it'll be 6 and 6 and 3, so 15 force damage.
Okay.
It feels like very worth to dip 3 levels into Ranger to get force damage.
You blast off one of the lenses here, and there's a loud shattering sound, and the thing recoils, but it's still coming at you guys.
Few steps back. And reload, and that's it.
Okay. After your turn, Coldcoat, Erlebald, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Piccolo.
I don't know what I want to do. Am I? Okay, so actually, I'm gonna just delay myself in initiative until I'm after Mackinac.
Okay. Mackinac, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to step over here and sort of just like block the way. Does it like seem like it's still coming at me?
You can't tell, I would say.
All right. I'll go over here.
All right. So, are you taking
And-
opportunity attack?
Is it an action to pull the lever?
If you don't have fast hands, no, it's an interaction.
All right, then I will disengage.
Okay.
And I'm just waiting for this thing to start to cross the threshold before I pull the lever.
Okay. It doesn't look like it's going to cross forward. It takes like a step forward, but it never goes underneath that portion of the door. Are you going to pull the lever anyway, or just wait?
I'm gonna wait, but if it looks like it's gonna do that ranged attack thing, I'll pull the lever.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time, but after a few seconds there, you see the compartment open up, and the spears shine there again, and then pull the lever and the door closes. And you hear what sounds like the spider meandering into some other part of the room, and you guys are no longer in combat.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm just gonna run over and just like sprint up. I am so incredibly sorry.
What?
That's why. I'm just gonna also spin on heel, and run over to Erlebald. I am incredibly stupid. I apologize.
Why did we close the door? I was killing it.
Coco's like shooting at the door.
Well,
I'm gonna start going from person to person, just applying first aid as best I can.
What did you even do? It was so fast, I didn't.
The explosion.
Why did you cause the explosion?
I didn't know that there was going to be something on the ground.
Oh, it was just
Something
an accident.
Fire. No. Yes.
Oh,
Can you
well,
believe that spider tried to explode me?
Just get a turn. You know what? Can we leave him in a disillusion, please?
I mean, I'm not going to tell him if he doesn't really care.
Colcoat, I'd like you to make for me an injury roll, please. And anybody
Yeah.
else who went down during this fight.
I think it was just him.
I think so.
God, this thing's a fucking beast. What is this thing? 22 AC?
No!
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's...
Colcoat, you have a gnarly scar across the side of your face there where a metallic piece had blown off from the tank and scuffed you. But you're actually fine. There's no, well, fine being a relative term. There's not going to be any lasting damage like when you had your ribs busted.
Horse fur is singed. So, what are we doing now? Are we not gonna kill him?
Very good
That
question.
spider's a bastard.
we could rest and try at it again, but that spider is, well, it's not very friendly. If we could grab it and have the door bisect it, maybe that would work, but at the same time, it looks like it's very heavy.
The ultimate death would have been Colcoat getting ripped in half. Mackinac just holding like one of his arms or something, like, oh fuck.
Don't worry, we can rebuild it.
Oh my god. That'd be great. Yeah, then you kill it and then you get him like a bionic arm.
Oh, let's do that instead.
The 6 million peso man. Build the world's first bionic Mexican. Pablo Rodriguez, test pilot.
Alright, well, I'm kind of in like a stupor still, so I mean, I'm just kind of waiting to be led around.
Sure.
Ready to kill that spider, though.
You guys can hear the clinking around as the thing goes like tsh, 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 around in the room. It seems to wander to some far-flung corner of it. And you guys have rest to do, perhaps. Are you guys gonna like camp, like do a long rest here?
I think we're doing at least a short rest.
Sure.
Yeah. You know,
Are
should
you-
we just sleep here?
I would like to do a
Potentially.
short rest before we do anything so that I can get some help.
Yeah, short rest might be ideal.
Do you want to do a long rest?
I'm doing my short rest first to get the
Okay.
back.
So short rest first. You guys all managed to get one. So go ahead and roll whatever.
I need to spend some hit die.
Warlocks, for some reason, have a D8 instead of a D6, so I'm cool with that.
Oh god,
Um,
I keep
I-
forgetting how hit die works.
You gotta say what you're rolling. I'm gonna roll all 5 mine. I don't trust my deck. No.
How do you
I
have...
used one last time. I'm gonna use the rest of them, so I'm have no hit die left. So I'll roll
Oh damn, I'm fucking good with the hit die.
48 plus. Alright, I have 21 hit.
Wow, I'm full.
Alright, I'm rolling all 5 of mine. That just sort of collapsed. Oh, nice. 20... Oh, is that one cocked right in the corner, Lucian? Or...
Yeah, I'd re-roll this guy.
Alright. Nice. Okay, so that is... a 30 hit points plus that. That'd be some big boy health.
Okay. You guys sit around for about 30 minutes or so, and after that, just getting a rebreather and all, you're feeling much better. What do you guys want to do next?
Well,
Well, we have not found out much about what is down here, other than we've got a problem in this room.
quite the problem.
You might want to check the other pathways, or... I don't know, I'm feeling okay, but not as capable.
Oh yeah, my spells
Fresh
back.
night's eyes.
Yay.
Well, we could always try killing it again, but if we're not doing that, then this room is effectively off limits.
What were you doing down in that corner there, Mackinac?
Taking a
I
nap?
believe this. I believe the spider takes bodies and adventurers and puts them in a pool of a strange liquid in the corner.
Why? That's weird. What was it?
Now that I'm like out in the light and I assume I still have like bits of the liquid on me, can I tell what it is?
What the liquid is?
Yeah.
Oh. You can definitely make an investigation roll.
That's a modded 20.
Okay. The liquid is strange. When you grab it and kind of move it between your fingers, it feels granular, almost like there must be fragments of something in it. But, you know, when you try and investigate it with your other senses, like the sort of smell and the viscosity of it, it's foreign to you. You're not sure what it is. It definitely has like a chemical sort of tinge to it that you can smell. But it's unlike anything that you've smelled before. You can find, like, analogs, I guess. Like maybe it smells a bit sulfurous, or maybe a bit like gasoline or something. But it's not at all something that you could match 100% with anything else. So this is the first time you're encountering anything quite like it.
What does that do to people? Put some on this guy here, and I'll point to the remains of the mercenary.
Of the leader?
Yeah, just put some on his arm. Let's see what it does.
I'll kind of reach out and like rub a small amount.
Okay. You put like a little bit on him and smear it on like a portion of his arm, and nothing seems to happen.
I'm
I
not
don't know if
observing
that
any
answers
strange
much for
effects.
me. No, I don't think I want to go in it though.
I would not recommend.
Should we look down a couple of the other pathways? Maybe there's some information about where the heck this thing came from. Somebody had to make it, right?
Looks like nothing I've ever seen before. Aknar, I'd assume that you'd be the expert on this. Was anything similar? What you've seen?
It does not match the descriptions of anything I have read about before, nor I have seen before.
Well, shall we move on? Also, I don't know about your personal opinions on burials, but one of the traditions I grew up with was setting corpse ablaze. We do have a friend here. Albeit it was for a short time, he's still a companion. Seems he was slain in combat. Find it appropriate that we do something for him. Burial, it doesn't seem to be very appropriate.
I believe
Same
we would have
with
a great difficulty burying him here.
I agree.
You could put him in the ceremonial black fluid.
There you go.
Yeah, just open the door and we'll give it to the spider.
Well, what's
Can
the worst that could happen?
can we come back for it? I still worry that we haven't found signs of frailness.
Yes. Actually, you were right. We should probably get moving. I doubt Fraildas came this way.
I did not see a dead frailness in the room. That is a good sign. Although it was very dark.
It was a dark room. Well, in any case, we should check the other passages. Are we all in agreement?
I bet you there's some lights like there was in that other room. If we found how to turn them on, we could probably see in that damn place out over there. Point to the spider room.
I think we may be able to kill the spider if we were able to grab it and move it in between where the door shuts down. It seemed very scared of it.
Maybe
Though
there
it
was
is very
bombing
heavy.
here. There was something that blew up in there. Maybe we can find something to blow up the spider.
The room that you guys are in is like charred, by the way, just to let you know.
Well, I'm going to go look around a little bit now that I'm feeling better. I don't like the smell of my burnt fur anymore. I need to get some, I guess not fresh air, different air.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. Are you guys leaving this area?
For
Yeah.
now,
I think so?
Okay. You guys end up back in this large room over here. I'm going to fix up the map a little bit. But, let's see here. There we go.
I'm going to draw a little spider on the wall, chalk there, so we know,
Sounds
remember.
good. So the room is roughly like that. So you guys have an idea of what's over down here. There are 3 other pathways as well, though. One of which seems to have had tracks that go to it, if you guys remember correctly from last time. One which nobody went down, and then another one which nobody seems to have gone down, if the tracks are to be believed. Now, you guys can, of course, just turn and leave. This place hasn't exactly been hospitable, but that's up to you guys. You re-enter into this large room using the light of Machinar's chassis as the main source of sight. What's the plan?
Well,
Let's kind of look at Mackinac like, it's been dangerous, but there's technological wonders down here that are fascinating. I feel like we must keep exploring. That room over there was no tracks. That might be a good idea. Check it out. The lights were not on. Perhaps one of these other hallways that were not followed would have the produce a way to turn these lights on.
but one of our main concerns was finding Freldis. But it seems to be unsuccessful so far.
It will be much easier to find him not in the dark like this.
If I were Freeldos, what would I do?
Die to a giant spider.
Be back in a sec.
Sword.
Do you
No, I've got nothing.
Oh, did Relic just say he'd be back in a sec?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, since we were all putting it on him, should he hold off?
What, do you want to take like 5 minutes?
I mean, sure.
I mean, I'd start wandering off, but I don't know if he's gonna come with me, and that's my light.
I'll follow Coco.
Yeah, Earl's also gonna follow Colcoat.
It's gonna be like in between Colco and Mackinac because I don't want to leave the dark or leave the light.
Well, it looks like they're following you, Coldcoat. Where do you want to go?
Oh, I'm gonna wander off this way.
Down this one. Okay.
There's
The
a
hallway
mystery to it.
here is interesting. I'd like you to make a perception check, please, when you get up to it.
10.
Okay. This hallway seems like all the rest. It is a narrow thing, past which 2 people could not really comfortably walk, and down its length, it appears to be, like the other hallways, completely dark. If this does terminate in a room or something, there's no lights on down there. Are you going to keep going?
No, I gotta wait for Mackinac. I don't want to go with no light. I don't have anything to make light.
Okay. We'll take a quick 5-minute break, go to the bathroom or whatever, as Relic finishes up his whatever, and we'll be back. I shall grab some tea as well. BRB.
Sorry, I had to step away. What's happening?
We were taking a break because
Oh.
we didn't know how long you would take.
All right.
We're blind without you.
Yes.
I am the light to the darkness.
Yes.
Literally.
Aw.
So I started wandering off this way. If you're coming with the light.
Yeah, I think all stick together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope Mackinac sinking. Coal code's sinking.
Oh.
If we can figure out what this place is, new headquarters for Catman Robotics.
In the middle of the sewers.
It's a secret.
I want to see
secret
some were
fortress.
rats break into this place, huh?
That's a pretty good point.
I mean, there's other stuff down here. Like, listen, we'll take it over. We'll just have a big sign next to a lever that says, "Do not pull. Giant mechanical spider behind door." Right.
You know what? We'll keep trying to tame him. We
Okay.
can do it. If that means crushing all of his legs, we can do it.
I'm happy we still have a leg behind the door that we can look at. That's huge.
So mad we gave him back another leg. So
Hey, listen, we can distract him and get it back. Oh, Lucian was saying it was like a couple 100 pounds. That's a really big leg.
yeah.
Hey, scrap metal. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I thought.
Listen, apparently it's made out of some alloy that Mackinac can't recognize. That's some shit, man. Some good stuff.
Some shipment. I've never heard of this shipment.
It must be a
Spider-
new alloy.
Spider leg armor.
I'm excited. Make some sweet armor out of that.
What if it's like adamantite or some bullshit?
That'd be cool.
Be sweet.
What fucking armor just completely negates damage? Because whatever that armor is what he has, and I want it.
I don't know if there's one that negates damage, but he might just have resistance to a whole bunch of shit because he's made out of metal.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was immune to all the physical damage that we were doing.
Possible. I don't
Like,
think
it
there's
made
a
me
material
sad that I
that's
didn't
like.
have the fucking Eldritch Blast.
I'm glad I'm not dead yet. I was looking at a wild magic.
Yeah, I was like
sorcerer.
really worried he's gonna roll like 20d6 and be like, "Well, you take 140 damage. Are you dead?"
Yeah, holy fuck, I was scared. I felt so bad the entire week.
All good. It's not a big deal.
I'm really glad you're not. It is because it was a stupid fucking thing to do.
But that's the best part about D&D is that shit happens that you're not expecting.
I told my roommate afterwards, and he's like, "You're a fucking idiot. How did you not know that was propane?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, propane just is heavier than air. It sits on the ground." I'm like, "What?"
Did you not hear Lucian take on his Hank Hill impression? Clearly, it was propane. Nobody got that?
Yeah, no, I know.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks.
I was expecting at least like a ha.
I'm glad I remembered that I have spells from my ranger subclass.
Yeah, that's handy.
I forgot I had Misty Step until like a couple hours ago.
Like, oh right, I
Like,
can
oh,
do
yeah.
more than just cure wounds.
hope it's for all those who left, though. Well, that'd
I
be
hope
pretty
so.
depressing.
Yeah. That would really suck.
Yep. I have
He
returned.
he returned right as soon as we all left. Fuck.
Hello.
I am leading the way.
I got a quick question. It might involve a little bit of just retcon of just going back into this other room. So that other room had like that lamp thingy in it, right? Was there any stuff along any of the walls or the roof as far as we could see that would look like power supply running towards it? Okay. Yeah, my perception roll is not that great. I guess we'll just take a look in the room. Try to get a view of what's down there. With my light. Oh. I think you know what the two of us are doing.
Whee!
What does this do? Nate, you said there was a metal grate where we're standing on or over here? Okay.
Can we tell what's underneath this? Okay. Um. Actually, before we start, with all the stuff hanging off, would I be able to climb over and like look in to see what this stuff is without damaging anything? Yeah, if Mac or I'll just drop a ball bearing down first to make sure like I'm not gonna die. Hey, I'm good to check those things out. Watch my back. I'll hop down and start looking into them. And quick peek, does it look like they all have the same, or do they look different? Alright, I'll hop back up. Well, I don't quite know what they are. It's a different liquid in each one. The middle one's got some beautiful, glorious liquid. And then there's a clear one and the dark one. What's going on over here at this control panel, Macanar?
Take a look at the control panel. So like anything out of it? Just like anything familiar? Get its purpose?
My time to shine, motherfucker. I can read all writing. Yep. I will just start like saying everything aloud just for them so that they can understand, because I'm just gonna sit here like I don't know any of this words. I was never taught this.
Oh,
So we'll go
Dominic,
battle
you
with dice.
beautiful man. Yes, we can read it.
Haha, yes, this is all my doing. Yeah, of course. Anyway, let's not ask me about why I know this language. Let's go.
I would like to do so.
Would I be able to do the same?
Back away.
That's a 4.
Don't worry, I got it. Oh, okay. There.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 20. What about the other two? Do they have inputs or just like out to the middle? And they've got stuff that goes to other places other than just the middle tank? Okay, but okay. Oh, okay, it's like something where you need instructions of some sort. Well, Mackinac, I don't know too much about something quite like this, but from what I can tell, okay. I'm about to tell him how careful we have to be, and then yeah, just press the first thing. I think that the middle stuff is the good shit that powers things. It looks like the other things might bind to make it. I don't know. I don't know that I want to start pressing buttons until we can find something that tells us a bit more of what exactly it's all doing.
Hmm. This is very confusing. I don't think Fraildos would have found out such a thing.
But it might be the solution to our power problem.
Yes, I bet this is how we get the lights going. Do you think you could figure it out, Mackinac, or should we explore a bit more and hopefully find something to help us with this?
I believe we should continue to investigate before attempting to manipulate these levers.
Let me take a quick look around here before we go. I'll take one last sweep of the room before we go anywhere else. Doing a little bit more thorough of searching down below.
Yeah, I'm also looking around and looking below. That's where are the pipes going? What are they doing?
Not good.
Coalcoat sees nothing. Mackinac sees everything. It's a modded 20. Mm.
I will.
Thinner 1/2. Hmm.
Does a liquid like this that looks like this being referred to as an essence familiar to anybody?
Interesting. Do we know, are these like valves currently open or closed? I see.
Okay, so my question now is, can we determine based on where these pipes are going and what the controls are, like what button would open or close what flow?
Smarty duplication time.
Just looking at them, like, maybe we want to open this one here.
Sorry, the labels was 1/2 thinner base and essence. Essence. Hmm.
I do not understand such a thing at all.
Then
He's
there's no
trying
manual,
his hardest, though.
there's
He's
no like manual output on any of these. I can't like take some liquid out without like ripping open the tank, right? Okay. Okay, so looking, I guess, at the water level, can I take any liquid out of these two without like causing like an overflow? Can I take a liquid out of either of the end ones without causing it to like spout? Like, is the water level too high? No, if I want to like just like scoop it out with a cup or something. Oh yeah, you gotta hit tilde or just click game to close it. Yeah.
And sorry, the clear one or the dark one was the base? Is that
That's that one.
was that the base one or the thinner? Okay.
Hmm.
All right, well, Coco is standing here like staring intently at that button to release this.
Can I tell? Like, probably not. But can I tell? Are these containers pressurized? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry, no. So you said this one does appear to have additional measurement dials.
I was following for a while. I think 3 minutes ago someone said something, and now I'm just lost. I don't understand
Yeah,
this.
I'm just. I was translator. That's my purpose.
Hey,
I gave the ability to understand.
So here's what I think is happening.
I'm also to blame for this.
I think the one on the right labeled thinner is literally liquid propane. That's my current guess.
Ooh. Ooh.
Which, if we open that up, would immediately turn into a gas and fill the room with, more explosive shit. Which is what I'm sure Illusion wants us to do.
Can we?
He wants us to
please-
fill the room with explosive gas.
I want to make a crater out of us.
I don't know what the
It
hell
seems
this stuff is. That's just like dark, gooey nonsense. And then the middle one is sparkly.
yeah.
Well, if it's sparkly, that's the power juice.
Yeah, that's the
Earl of all
That's
those.
the good stuff.
That's the grape drink.
And you said it's open? Like the input valve is open here?
It's the only valve that's in the open position is the one that feeds into the tank. So These are outflows, right?
Yeah, no, I like
Yeah.
this. Yeah, it goes from this tank to this tank,
Yeah.
this tank to this tank.
There's
And
only
then each
one
one
that's an
individually goes
inflow
out.
into a tank, and it is also the only one that's currently open, and it
Does it
goes to the
look
center
like-
tank.
I mean,
Well,
I
we
guess
need
there's
that-
no way for us to tell if that liquid is actually coming from somewhere else or if it's just like stagnant. It's been just like sitting there.
Hey, Mackinac, why don't we go back a bit and see if there's any of these pipes and things going into any of the devices elsewhere? Try to figure out what might connect where.
I agree. And I think we're gonna leave this room for now.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not
we-
gonna erase this shit
No,
because
leave it.
Yeah.
I have a
We'll be
feeling it'll
back.
become
Is
Is
relevant.
there any chance to like cut and move it?
No, I wish they had that function. That'd be awesome, but yeah. So you guys make your way back. This room is unchanged when you return to it. The question is, where are you going next? There is a hallway here and a hallway here. Or
How
maybe
about
this
this?
one. Whatever you guys want.
So
I have a solution.
wait, where's? Hold on, I've completely lost my bearings. This was the exit, right?
Yes.
This
That's
is
why it's
spider
gotta eat.
room. This is weird liquid tank room, and we don't know what these are.
Yep.
Checking this light to
So
see if there's
I'll write that here.
interesting stuff.
Tanks.
Yeah.
And then over here, this one is Spooter. This guy is Exit.
So is there anything in the room that looks like it's connecting to the lights?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay, well, checking the. Well, which one do we want to go down? The one somebody went down, or the one nobody went down?
Here, Revolution, you can erase that if you want because what I have for us, let's put in message to discussion. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, if we need that space, then we can use the screenshot there if we need to.
Well, we went down, no one entered this area once, so why not twice?
Yes, let's have a listen before we go down there.
Okay. Are you
So,
guys
yeah,
gonna
we
listen
still-
in the corner here?
Listen, I think this is the one that will go down.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a perception roll, see if you guys hear anything.
So 13.
Oh, we're all rolling. You. Oh, that's a nice roll. I rolled a 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled.
It seems quiet over here in the corner. And before you guys choose to go down this one, Erlebald, you hear something. A touch of fetter, some sort of motion that comes from down this hallway. They look both identical, but you definitely hear something. And what's more, it sounds like that noise that you had heard before when you guys had been in this room and heard little bits of noise from this corner. You're certain it's down the other path.
Wait, which path? The one on the... this one?
Yeah, you guys were about to go down this one, but you hear sound down this one.
Alright, well, there is something to the right of us. Further down into that passage.
We may want to check that one out first.
This is the way that the others ran as well. Though no one returned.
I suppose if something's down there and we're at this side of this complex, they may hear us in another room, and who knows what's in there. I don't think we want to get cornered. At least if we are going in at this direction, we know where to run. What do you think, Mackinac? I will follow your light.
I believe we should investigate the noise.
Going for the noise one?
Going for the noise one.
Yeah, let's go for the noise one.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
You guys investigate this one and travel down for a little bit. Eventually, though, the room that you end up in opens up into something quite awesome. Picture, if you will, the end of the hallway when Machinar's green light no longer casts on the cramped walls, but instead opens up into a room. It's something you guys have seen before. In front of you is a pathway that continues, and it looks like it's made out of the same stuff that you guys have been on before, that sort of metal grate, but it is just as narrow as the hallway, just a single walkway that extends into darkness. And on left and right, you guys cannot see walls. It's just pure black. Do you keep going?
I guess.
What?
So, it's
It's like a big empty room,
yeah.
and all we
So
can see is like a small walkway. Does it have railings?
here is your little hallway coming in, right? And then, oh shit. At this point, it stops being stone and turns into that grate again. And then
But
it's
there's no wall on either side.
yeah. So like if you step here and then look back, you can see the wall, right? Like you're in a room, but
Right, well, if we stepped out here, it's like we're on a metal railing that's just hovering over nothing.
yeah, basically. The walls are so far away that your light won't reach them, and you don't know how far down it is. If you look up, you can't see how far up it is either. It's like a massive chamber with just a walkway going forward. And when you step in here, your first couple, metallic steps onto the ground, Mackinac, it echoes out and just echoes and echoes and echoes.
Well, this is...
What?
Huh.
I vote go the other way. This reminds me of a story I heard as a child, and I'm pretty sure the person involved died. We kinda need some more light in here.
As you speak, Colcoat, since you're past the threshold, your voice echoes quite a bit. And as the rest of your party pauses to think on your words as to whether or not to keep going or maybe turn around, you guys hear something again. It's like that subtle sound, and you can tell it's nothing, large and cacophonous. It's definitely the movement of some kind of creature now that you're here. It's got a rhythm to it that seems organic, but it echoes out across the walls and gains like a duplicity as it does. It sounds like it must be far within the chamber somewhere, though pinpointing exactly where it is obviously impossible in a situation like this.
Oh, what is that? Is that a bat? Is that a lot of bats? What else lives in the cave?
Nothing good, I would assume.
I don't know, bats are pretty delicious. Fry them up.
It really depends on
Over
how
the
it's
fire?
served. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
just
get a
put
good
a
chef,
stick in them
maybe.
and cook them over the fire.
Oh, well,
Remember the
not-
last thing you thought was delicious? That turned out to beat your ass.
Cheese? What is wrong with cheese?
No,
Who
well,
said cheese?
last living thing. Last thing that, venom wiggles around, bites you a lot.
Scorpions?
Snakes,
Still like
I
those.
think.
Snakes!
Oh, no, that's the snakes. Oh.
Hmm. I've eaten plenty of snakes before. They do
Well, I
not
did
taste
too.
good.
No, you didn't cook them right. I'll
Why-
cook you some
whatever.
snakes one day. I don't want to see them when they're alive though. Get me some dead snakes. We'll cook them up real good.
Whatever. Alright, let's, what should we do here? I
Like another
vote
should-
checking out the other passage. Maybe
Yes,
it
sir.
connects to the light room.
It can't be worse than this, can it? Let's just have a quick look.
Well, it certainly can be worse than this, but either way, we should check it out.
Okay. Are you guys turning back?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we are.
Check that other hallway first, and then we'll make our way back here.
I can't tell if Relic's muted or like thinking about the puzzle or something.
I'm still stuck on the fucking puzzle.
Okay, so you guys get back here, and nothing assails you as you travel back. You then try this last little passageway. And I'll draw that over here. The room that you enter into is a spherical thing. So, from the side there, it comes in, and then opens up into a big circle. Yeah, probably about that big. That might be a little bit more generous. And there is a raised area. Like this. So this is a lower portion, and it looks like it's... oh, actually, you guys are just entering, so you wouldn't be able to quite see what's going on over there. But yeah, you walk into here.
I guess we'll cautiously just look around. And go along the edges from one to another.
Sure. This room has a couple of things in front of it. There is a another little distant control panel that you can see here. A somewhat larger one on the side here, and what looks like an almost identical one over on this side as well. And you guys also notice that the room is set up so that there's piping that comes in from the ceiling. And you see what looks like a single pipe that comes in at the back here and ends near the basin. Now, in the basin itself, you see what looks like a stone orb, like a sphere. And that's about it.
If we take a close look at this, is there any kind of residues or it might tell us what of the liquids
Sure.
those things are might have been in it?
You get up to the thing, Cold Coat. Are you just looking at it, or are you willing to like touch it and stuff?
I'll just be looking at it for now. How deep is it?
The thing is deep enough that it probably holds about 1 or 2 feet worth of liquid, so it's not very deep. And the stone or whatever it is that the basin is made of seems to be caked in like a dark substance. It's kind of like if you put in a cake tin and then like the sugar melts over and leaves like that sort of gunky brownish tar. It's like caked in that.
Okay, I don't want to step in that.
Yeah. It looks like it's dried over, or maybe is like partially sticky, who knows, but yeah, it's like all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's not it. What do you think that gross stuff is, Mackinac? One of those liquids, maybe? The dark one?
It is likely. I am interested in what this orb in the center is.
The orb at the center has a clear look of stone to it. It does not appear to be metallic or gem-like. It's definitely stone, but there is a strange quality to it, something that you can't quite put your finger on. Maybe if you got closer to it, or maybe not, it almost seems to play tricks with your eyes.
I'm definitely going to approach.
Sure.
I'm going to like sort of test out the darkened, dried substance, make sure it's not harmful anyway.
The substance feels like it cracks underfoot, like it's crunchy almost, but you're able to step into the basin. Now, up close to this sphere, you see what it is about it that's odd. At first, what you mistook for a rock texture is actually a bunch of porous openings. You know, like that tryptophobia type thing where there's like little holes all over it? It's like that. Like, think of like a really big ball of... do you know what pumice is?
Mm.
It's like a volcanic rock. It's like all white with little holes in it, sort of. It's kind of like that. Let me see if I can find a picture.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I know someone that's afraid of that.
Afraid of pumice?
No, the
The tryptophobia thing? Yeah, it's pretty grody. So here's kind of what the surface looks like. Oh, well, I don't know if that link works. You can probably click it and see.
You sick son of a bitch.
Posted poop.
I know what that is. Now, what are these things on the sides again?
They appear to be control panels. The one at the center seems to be also a control panel.
Oh, well, we'll bring Mr. Translator to have a look over and see
Okay.
if there's any of the same symbols.
Hello, I am friendly, but use me as you will.
The one on the left seems to mostly have things for monitoring fluid levels. And the one on the right seems to measure levels of both pressure and instability. You notice that the fluid levels all seem to be off, like they're empty, presumably, and the pressure levels and stability levels are also all the way down. It could be that the panels are malfunctioning or powered down, or who knows. The one at the center here seems to be a little bit different. You see that there's a what looks to be like a pane of like a glass almost at the front that looks like solid, basically. And you also see a little switch at the top, which is unlabeled. And the switch is underneath a glass cap.
The hell have you put us in, Lucian?
I'm not gonna touch anything.
Is there a big red button under the glass?
It's a red button.
I knew it. It's always a red button.
Yeah, I've got nothing. Mackinac, you are
I'm gonna like get
immortal,
really
right?
close to this orb thing and try and get an idea of what it's made of or like what its purpose could be.
Sure. You're not entirely sure what the thing is. Are you touching it?
Yeah, I'll give it a touch.
Okay. I'd like you to make for me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Hey, that's a... Oh, I have advantage on that. No, I have advantage. Proficiency. It's a mod of 20.
Okay. When you touch the orb there, a terrible purpose comes out from the orb in your direction, as though it instantly batters against your mind. You touch on some sort of incredibly powerful magic that threatens to split your personality in two. You're instinctively repulsed by the thing, and when you touch it, just that moment of your finger tapping along the top of the stone, your hand jerks back, and you realize how close you must have come to complete obliteration. You take some psychic damage, however, and you take 24 psychic damage.
Woo! I'm gonna stand up and look at the party. I would not recommend any of you touch the orb.
Oh, come.
I'm not certain I can explain it.
I would like to suggest someone to touch the orb.
I kind of want to touch it more now, Mackinac.
Are we
What happened?
touching the orb?
Lucian, did it feel like something was alive in the orb, or this is just like a side effect of touching it, that it just does
I
what
would
it's
say,
doing?
given how powerful it was, you don't know if what you touched was like raw energy or like an entity or something. but it was enough that it nearly tore your mind in two. So it could be possessed. It could just be, just a magical item.
Whoops.
Could we destroy the orb?
I would not want to perhaps release the energy stored within accidentally.
Should we put the orb in a sack and then throw it at our enemies?
Earl of Aldo always thinking ahead.
Looking down at it, how is it? Like, is it attached to the floor? Or is it just like lying there?
It's
not
literally just sitting there on the floor. It looks
Like-
like what keeps it in place is like a little bit of that tar on the ground is kind of like congealed, but you could, if it weren't
Okay.
for the fact that touching it is like a life crisis,
Yeah.
you could probably just nudge it and break it out of the tar. Unless there's like something underneath that holds it there.
Alright, so I'll climb out of the pit.
It is not very aerodynamic.
Coco, no!
Does it look out of place here? Like it's not supposed to be in there?
I would say everything here is weird, so
I guess, yeah.
yeah. It would only seem out of place if it was like, oh, there's a tricycle, like something you recognize.
Super obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we turn on some of those pipes and feed it some sparkle juice.
I'm gonna name some of this orb, and then this is orb as well.
We could always mix and match and just throw the orb in one of those tar pits.
Well, I guess we've got 3 options. We can leave, we can go mess around with the controls, or we can go into the dark pathway.
I feel that we should at least attempt to mess with the controls. This thing really is as powerful as Mackinac is making it out to be. It could be useful.
Just gonna second wind while we're sitting here, Lucian.
Sure. Yeah, I would say so.
How much psychic damage did you take?
Alright, that's not this D12. Hold on. Took 24 damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, go touch
Oh
it,
my
man.
god.
Go touch it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, dog. That's gonna be a no from me.
And he
No, man,
passed
no,
the
man.
save, so
I dare you. I double dog dare you. Gotta do it now.
I suggest you.
now there's while you guys are sitting around in here for the next minute, just kind of thinking about what to do. You would notice one thing, which is that this room here seems to have a weird ceiling to it, which is domed, so it actually kind of curves inwards.
Hold up. I'm gonna step back to the hallway. Does this look like there's a door or anything here to close them off the room?
You can see that above the doorway there appears to be a metallic bar, like kind of like the spider door, that's just like waiting to come down. And to the right, there's a little panel.
This is some weird shit, guys.
Maybe we should run down that creepy pathway. Maybe that's where the secrets are held.
It's possible.
What do you think is the greater likelihood of death there, Mackinac? The pathway or messing with dials?
At the moment, I am uncertain.
Are the dials labeled?
Somewhat.
Can our best friend over here figure out which labels say good things and which labels say bad things?
Well, we read them and they were morally gray, let's say.
Oh, I see.
All we know is that this stuff like monitors levels of something. This is just a button, and then this shit just the stuff, the input and output of these tanks.
Seems like we won't know what any of this does until we solve the problem with the tanks.
Well, what if we go press one of the things and then check here and see if any of the stuff came out this way?
Because more explosions is the possibility.
Well, that spider's locked up in that room. I don't think he's going to be able to try to blow me up from there.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Yep, spider.
Table talk. What if we use the orb to kill the spider?
That's why I was thinking, and then I thought, nah, probably not. It probably doesn't have its own consciousness.
Can you pick the orb up though?
I mean, it would try and pick it up and dump it in the pool of it. I'm thinking, and then like it's like, oh, psychic damage.
Well,
You know,
I
or the orb takes over the spider, and we have a weird mechanical, eldritch spider thing.
Then we just shut the door. Easy peasy. I mean, nothing can
I'm
get through
smart
that
enough to
door,
open
right?
the door, man.
Well, it'll be on the other side, clearly.
But what if there's a lever on the other side? And right now, the spider is just too stupid.
Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Alternatively, we could just leave this room and go down the tunnel. Or figure out the other puzzle by hitting buttons.
Look, if we're unsure
I
on
feel
these
like they're
buttons,
connected. I feel like one of those pipes leads into this thing. Or maybe all three of them, and if you do the wrong one, something bad happens. That's probably what it is.
if we're unsure on the buttons, maybe just we'll run across that bridge real quick. See what's on the other side.
Well, I am confident that there is a creature on the other side of that.
Well, I can find out if it's kind of a normal creature or a special one.
Well, while we're wondering, Mackinac, we see if we have any new messages from our friends across the amulet.
I forgot we
will
even had
check.
that thing.
And I'll take a look to see if there's any messages on the amulet.
Oh yeah, we've got that puzzle box too.
Da-da! You find a couple of things have been written here. Since you guys had last used it,
Prone. Oh, the puzzle box at the orb. Sorry for interrupting.
What? Wait, why?
Combine two psychic
Create
artifacts
a black
to cancel
hole
that.
and destroy the universe.
No, what if the orb solves the puzzle box, guys?
It's trapped
What
in
would we do
there.
then?
I am putting in the 4 new messages right now into tabletop.
Who has the amulet?
Mackinac does.
Are you just reading the stuff out to us? I'm
Mhm.
assuming. Hey, Kazuto!
Oh,
That's
we've
what you're
we've
from.
seen these ones already. Oh,
And that's it.
Uh-oh. Mackinac.
Mm-mm.
well, we now have enemies.
What? Why are they fighting the ranger friend? Who the hell are these people?
Seems
This
like we need to
forward.
come to Celestine Zaid.
How do we get in touch with her? She didn't tell us how.
Maybe we just breach Rawl and hope that that sends through.
Hmm.
So why would this amulet show up and now all these people are trying to...
Maybe it's our way of
Become our
helping
enemies.
Celestine. Maybe this is a blessing from Rawl. We have Titan, and now we have also Rawl on our side. But I think this is a test to see if maybe. Oh fuck! Ah shit! Ow!
What?
You okay?
What?
Oh, I really fucked.
I think he fucked up his foot. Or his cat just attacked him.
Possibly both.
Okay,
monologue. Yeah.
We all cripples today, fam.
Maybe it's a test by Raw to see if we are truly faithful.
She declared us his champions, but maybe this is his way of testing if we're his champions as well.
I don't think we became her champions yet. We're just her mercenaries for now.
Maybe this is the way that we become it. Still, she was a good employer, nonetheless.
Who are these people?
I'd like to leave a message.
They seem to be enemies now.
Okay. You can Discord DM me whatever the message is. Remember, anything over a line or two starts to become incredibly difficult to send. Come at us, bitches.
Hey, Dominic, what if they're coming after you? They are going to Kazat.
It seems like I have an enemy on 2 different fronts now. Good point.
This whole thing is very mysterious. I feel that we need more answers, one that could be provided by Celestine.
More indeed.
Okay. You go ahead and punch a new message in.
Please, let us know what it is.
Mackinac types, "Hello, do you know what the name of the that celestial angel is?"
Asking for a friend.
Fair enough, doing
Okay.
inquisitive work. It
Yes.
could not be Celestine, it might be a rogue ally.
You send off that message.
Ooh.
Hopefully there'll be an answer soon. Things are starting to get weird.
Perhaps we will have to battle this angel for Celestine.
The potential is limitless. However, the potential of us getting through this dungeon seems to be lacking. Head back to the tanks.
I'm just gonna look at Mackinac and see how confident he looks. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna run across that bridge.
Almost at once.
Oh, muted shit. Wait, Aleutian, do any
Yes.
of these levers look like they would close the door behind us?
No, there's a panel right next to the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys have been kind of concentrated on this stuff. But yeah, it appears that there's something that controls the door. Curiously enough, there doesn't appear to be one in the hallway, so you can only open or close it from within.
Hmm.
Don't press it with me in here. I'm scared of getting stuck.
Shall we return to the room with the liquid tanks?
Well, I'm ready to press some buttons if you are too.
Oh god.
I think we're gonna head back to that room.
Okay. You guys eventually end up in this room again.
I want to press this one. I'll point at the one that opens this.
Wouldn't we need
Holcoat,
a
can you
bucket?
go to the other room and verify if any liquid comes out of the pipe that goes into the pool?
Does anyone have a torch? Please.
I believe Mackinac has most of my torture.
Do I have torches?
I hope so.
Not on my character sheet.
4 adventurers go into the underground. They bring no torches.
Could I have like a
Maybe the
wood? No, I never said I'd do that. Never mind. I need to get wood darts so I can druid craft a little fire.
Does anybody have any torches?
I have a
I have to have torches. Let me pull up my
Well, the
character.
boy who can
Chamber
barely walk while holding anything can't.
I mean, did you have torches that you just like didn't tell me that you had, or?
Oh yeah. Here, let me double check.
No, I don't
Because I
have any
left most
torches.
of my shit in the actual. Yeah, I had 2 torches, but those were left in the.
Okay.
They're probably back at the shop or whatever
Yeah.
those were rats went off to.
Yeah, I don't know how much of my inventory was stolen from since I wasn't here for those sessions.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like you
All right,
guys
you know
don't
what?
really
We're
have
doing
any
this the
additional
hard way.
lights.
I'm gonna go back and put like little spritzes of perfume along the pathway so I can smell my way back.
Can I druidcraft? It looks like I can make a light now that I'm reading it. Let me just do that. Yeah, harmless nature-related sensory effect. Can I just put a little bit of daylight in here?
I would say you could make like a firefly's worth of light, like a little cluster of them. Enough,
Yeah,
enough
that's
that
what
you could light. Think of like a shitty little LED light in your hand, like that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that works. Can I, is it like a thing that I target, or is it just following my hand?
It'll just be like around your hand, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna just go with Coal Coat then.
Okay.
I will still do my perfume thing.
Okay.
I was giving you some weird looks, but he's pretty used to it.
Are you going back to this room, or you are running across this thing?
No, we're
Going
going.
to
I think
this
Mac and I
room.
wanted me to go here so I could watch stuff, and
Okay.
then like rush my ass back if like bad stuff happened.
Sure. All right. So you guys go off, and a couple minutes go by, Mackinac. They must be in the other room by now.
Okay. I will, for 10 seconds, release the valve on this thing.
Okay.
Jeez, we need to get some torches, Earl. This is creepy.
You guys hang in the room there with a dim light, so dim that it barely casts about 5 feet. You have to get right up next to the basin to actually see if Mackinar's right. But after a bit, Mackinar there, you pull the thing, and you hear something underneath you, machinery whirring into life, and it sounds like it's coming directly from the floor below the metal grate. Shortly after that, Colcoat and Erlebald, you guys are in the room. It's just silent, you two standing there. Just the sound of like your breath and your heart's beating in your chest. And then you hear something like a gurgling. And then a moment later, some sort of like sloppy liquid starts to viscously ooze into this tank here, into this space.
Anything happen with the control panels?
Looking at the different control panels, right now, you see that this one right here, it looks like the fluid level is going up.
Okay, nothing bad yet though.
Yep.
And is the orb doing anything?
The orb doesn't appear to be doing anything. You also see that over here, the pressure levels are currently flat. They haven't moved either. But you see that the stability level here is going down.
Is it going down at a steady rate? Does the sludge stop eventually, or is this just keep pouring out?
It looks like it's going down at a steady rate. Mackinac, you're leaving this thing to go for 10 seconds, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It continues to become less and less stable, and then at some point, a few seconds later, it stops. And it also seems to stop at the time that the liquid stops pouring into the basin.
Is there any way I could use like a little vial and get a tiny bit of this stuff in it?
Yeah, you could do that.
I would like to do so.
Okay. You go ahead and lean down and get a little vial of this stuff in it. And as you do, I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Uh-oh. Roll a 1 and fall in. My arm falls off and then I get a mechanic.
Oh,
the
that!
hell?
Oh, damn it!
21.
You don't take any damage or anything, but the liquid, when you get like a tiny bit of it on your fingers, having to scoop the vial in, makes you feel kind of sickly, like ill, and it doesn't feel natural on your fingers.
Oh, don't touch this stuff at all. Ooh. It did not make me feel good, and I only got splashed. Quick, let's report our findings to Mackinac.
Yes, let's do that.
You guys run down the hall and make it back to the room, and Mackinac,
Anything
you hear what they
different?
tell you about what went on.
Is there anything different about the
The fluid level in this tank appears to have gone down somewhat.
no lights flickered on anywhere?
No changes to the light or anything. Nothing different.
I will show Mackinac my little vial. I scooped up a little bit of this. I touched a bit. It made me feel really sick. I would advise against that.
I see.
Here you go.
I'll take the vial and examine it.
Sure. Taking the vial and looking at the thing, yep, sure enough, it looks like that liquid from in the main tank.
Well, at least we have a better idea of what this is. Maybe if we add more filler, it'll keep it more stable.
What do you mean?
Or, I said filler, I meant to say thinner.
Well, as the thing filled up in the other room, the stability kept going down. Not much else was going on.
Did the liquid interact with the orbital?
Not
No,
at
it
all.
just filled up around it.
Though I assume that it is supposed to interact in some fashion.
Yeah, maybe if you press the other ones and get a proper combination of the three of them in there. Let in a little bit of the thinner or the base.
Does it look like we can control how much of the valve is open, or is it just on or off?
It looks like you can control how much it's open. It's not a switch, it's like a gradual thing that you can move over. You had just turned it on to full blast for a moment. Now, when you look back over at the panel there and examine things, you notice something, Mackinac. What you had previously thought was maybe just styling in the control panel here turns out to have been like a little indicator of some kind. And where there was just a small little opening in the control panel, you now see something that has flashed and moved in front of it, like a metallic switch, kind of. And it has writing on it that you don't understand.
I'll call over a resident translator of all things.
Hello.
Dominic, what does this new panel say?
Alicia.
It says this.
Error code 67K8874-1-1. What the hell does that mean?
Is it error? It means, well, we did something wrong.
I assume so, but does anyone know what the jargon means? The random numbers and letters?
Probably only the
Seeing
people
a
that
book
made this.
in the room with the spider illusion?
What's that?
Do you recall seeing a book in the room with the spider?
No.
Okay.
Relic's like, I need Google.
Where's the user manual, man?
Where's D&D Google? Has anybody gotten this error code?
Well, Mackinac, do you want to try to put different amounts of the different types through to that next room?
Yes.
I wouldn't do it for as long this time. Just the stability was going down quite quickly. Just maybe a couple of seconds.
You would also
understand.
notice that the monitor that shows how full the tank is has gone down a bit as you have obviously poured some of the fluid out.
So I get a rough idea of like how much fluid is in there based on like the number of seconds I had it open.
You had it on full blast for 10 seconds and seem to have emptied maybe 10 or 20% of it.
Ooh, okay.
And it seems like it was full before. It looks like right now, as you guys are talking and contemplating, it is slowly filling up, going up by maybe 1% every, minute or so.
And there was more of the base than the thinner inside, or do they have equal amounts?
Yeah, the thinner is a tank that only has like half of its fluid, and the base one is almost full at like 3/4.
So what do you think, Makinata? The thinner have less because it takes less?
Based on the naming, I believe the thinner should be at 1/2 the proportion of the base.
Well, do you want to let a bit of those out, and we can check the room?
While you guys are talking, you notice something. The little metal tab flips back into the machine and disappears, leaving that window closed. And then another metal tab comes up, this time with a different error code. Once again, the string of numbers and letters give you nothing, but at least you know the error is different, and something happened without you guys messing with anything.
It's never a good sign.
What is that error code say?
Oh,
Evolution?
Random number string.
Ah, I'll say that aloud. Random number string. Fucking what?
It's a different error code than before.
If we,
Oh.
I guess we go back and look at the other room while this is happening. What's going on over there?
Ah. You go back to the other room, wondering if there's anything there which has happened. And sure enough, yeah, when you get there, you see that the basin looks like it's less full than it was before.
And does that
I've
pool
returned.
look like it has anywhere that it can come out of other than that one pipe coming in?
There's just the one pipe that seems to pour down into it.
Okay, well I'll run back to the other room with Earl.
Sure.
Makinar, I think that orb thing might have been absorbing that liquid. Maybe this stuff is the fuel and that thing is the power source.
Well, shall we attempt to output both the thinner and base? So, like, to go back to the other room to observe.
Sure. I'll help you with that.
Yes, see if you can come up with the right combination. We'll check out the other one. Earl and I'll head back.
Which valves would you like to open, you brave bastard?
I'm gonna open the base
And
at full and the thinner at half for like 2 or 3 seconds.
Into this main tank?
No, sorry, like for the output.
Oh, to the output. Okay. You open both of those, and as you do so, there's a clear indicator on both of their control clusters that they are losing liquid. And as this is happening, you guys notice nothing in the other room.
Should we instead try to send it into the essence chamber?
I assume like they come back, notify us, and then go back kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys
Okay.
communicate.
Yeah.
There will
So
be
I-
a lag time, though, so if anything here happens that is, like, very time sensitive, you guys will have, I would say, probably, like, a 10 to 20 second lag time between the different rooms.
Okay. So they come back, they tell us, then yeah, next step is going to be closing off this valve, I guess.
Okay. You close off that valve. All valves are closed at the moment.
And then, at the same rate, essentially open this to full, open this to half for like, 5 seconds or so.
Okay. You open those up for a moment. Their levels start to go down again. And this new combination seems to be topping up the central tank here. and the main tank seems to be gaining in how much it controls and how much it has. And as it does so, you hear probably the last sound you would ever want to hear, which is like a rumbling and a shaking that comes from the central tank, just like a...
I mean, I'm shutting the valve off as soon as I start hearing that.
Yep, I will help.
You turn that off. You don't know what Mackinac is doing in the other room, as Erlebald and Colcoat, you guys are over there in the other one. You guys are probably taking moments looking at the different panels. And when you guys come over to the other one, the instability meter looks like it's almost maxed out.
Oh, well, we'll run back.
It seems to pause before entering into that red zone, and it stops.
Oh,
And Mackinac, you're over here. You've turned the things off, and you see what looks like a slew of error codes that keep flashing at you.
What do they say?
Number strings.
Ah. This means nothing to me. I have no idea what's going on.
If there is anything that you notice about the number strings, is that they're all different. So it's no code that you've already gotten.
They're all freaking out. That I haven't seen one that looks the same as another one.
Well, I believe we should empty the main tank.
Well, sounds appropriate.
So I guess sending the other two back to the other room, give them time to get there, and then we'll start opening the main tank for a couple of seconds.
Okay. The main tank opens, and you guys over there get to see the terrifying moment when the sludge comes pouring through, and as it does, it's like a sort of foamy white liquid that gurgles out from the tank and splashes over the orb and into the basin there. And as it does so, you see that the entirety of the room takes on a strange look as a set of like tie-dye pattern lights start to come off of the light and the orb and play across the different walls. And while this happens, it's like dazzling almost. Like for a moment it takes you a second to sort of take your eyes off of it. It's almost like being hypnotized. Now, back in the other room, Mackinac, as you're emptying this thing, you see that its thing is going down, its thing is going down, no error codes have flashed yet, and then an error code flashes.
I'll probably shut it off as soon as I see the error code.
Sure. You stop when that error code comes, and it's a good thing for you guys. Back in the other room, the fluid levels looked like they were going to hit the top, and the basin was going to overflow, and it seems to mercifully stop at that point. The tank over here, Relic, looks like it's become a foamy mess, but the shaking from it seems to have stopped down to a dull rumble.
I do not believe that was the correct course of action.
I believe you're correct in that. That sounds appropriate. Yep.
You see something. Over on the very right-hand cluster, a message pops up. This one, thankfully, doesn't appear to be an error code, but it says, "Caution, thinner is low."
I have a funny feeling. That can't be good.
You realize, sure enough, that with all your experiments, the thinner tank there has gotten a bit lower, and given that it was only at half before, has now gotten a little bit further down.
Wonder if there's any way to top it up.
I'd like to go over to the tank
Mm-hmm.
and very slowly begin to kind of open the porthole, and if I could get like a detection that like it is pressurized and like gas is escaping or something like that, I want to close it immediately.
It does not appear to be pressurized, and when you open the thing up, all that you get is an unpleasant whiff of some heavy chemicals that come up. But it doesn't like explode or blow out or anything.
Okay. Can I get like a small sample of it?
It is way too low to the bottom there unless you have a massive soup ladle to get at it.
I mean, I could make a massive soup ladle.
If you want to do that, you can do that. But like in the drawing here, it's pretty far to the top, and the level at this point's like down at the bottom, right? So
Oh, okay.
do you want to
Is
close the
the-
lid or leave it up?
Yeah, I'll close the lid.
Okay.
Is
You
the
keep the
water-
unpleasant gases from escaping. What's that, Colcoat?
Not the water. Is the liquid level going down at all in this upper room? We still like tripping out?
The liquid level had gone up towards the top and thankfully stopped, and now it looks like it's going down, though slowly.
If we're looking at that orb, like, does it look different as it absorbs the liquid or whatever the hell it's doing?
You can't tell at all if the orb is interacting with the stuff here, but it does seem like the focal point for these weird lights coming off. And gradually, as time goes by, it seems to dim, like the room's returning to normal.
You're seeing this too, right, Toro? I'm not going crazy.
We might both be going crazy.
Let's go let the others know.
Okay.
Back and inform them of our psychedelic trip in there.
Sure. You guys return and share what had happened, leaving you guys with perhaps more information, but maybe more questions as well. What do you guys want to do?
God, I'm so fucking stumped. Holy shit. Both in character and out of character.
How high is the base tank right now?
Right now, it looks like it's getting close to that halfway point.
I'm so scared of just like wasting all of this and like.
What's in the middle tank?
Right now, it looks like a completely frothy mess, but the amount of frothiness looks like it's going down. None of the valves are open right now. They're all closed.
Well, do you want to keep pressing things, or do you want to wait for that froth to go away and go that last pathway?
I believe we should let the current experiment settle before progressing.
Do you want to wait a minute and see if the froth disappears?
Hey, that's
At
my plan.
least dissipates.
Okay. It takes a little while, probably about the time for a short rest, and eventually it looks like it returns to normal, looking once again like a sort of brackish fluid with little glittering bits inside. At this point, numerous error codes seem to have come and gone, and things look like they've, well, returned somewhat to normal, whatever it is normal is.
Do we want to open that one back up again? Do you think it's safe, Mackinac?
Sorry, say it again.
Do we want to open up this back valve here? Let the
I
tank
am-
fill up?
I am unsure. The left and right tanks do not seem to reach the orb, the basin, when going through these valves. Perhaps we need to use the middle tank as an intermediary. Table talk. Like, if we need to get either of these liquids to the basin, like, it needs to go through this tank. But if we don't want the essence, then like
Mhm.
we like mix it in here when it's empty and then send it out and never involve this.
I mean, I have a funny feeling that you're gonna need essence regardless.
I don't know. Like this apparently is the infinite supply, and this is the limited supply, right?
Well,
We've
where does
attempted
this
to mix
come
all. Who knows?
Thought it was-
from?
Maybe it's just fucking swamp water or sewer water that's raining from above.
It's just the sewage, yeah.
Maybe it's the fluid from the spider.
Colco just dipped his hand in concentrated poop water. Okay.
I am stumped. I am all for the creepy cave room.
Do you guys want to go in the creepy cave room?
Sure.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unless anyone protests, you guys go down into the creepy cave room. When you get there, it opens up into a large, darkened space, this mezzanine hovering in the middle of nowhere, traveling further off into darkness, and the occasional sounds of something moving about. You guys continue walking along the grate, your footsteps echoing as you do, until eventually you reach the end. At what looks to be the back wall, there's a set of machinery in front of you, with once again tubes that seem to lead to different strange machines. Interestingly enough, you can see that these machines seem to lead to large, what look to be oil barrels. And you also notice what looks to be some other barrels that are kind of set aside over in the corner. To kind of give you the picture, it appears that there is a machine like this. And then over here, storage, which is like a whole bunch of different barrels.
And what does it look like the machine does?
There are a set of tubes that come into here from the ceiling, it seems. And you're not sure what the machines do. They have measurings on them, once again measuring fluid and pressure, and they each have a door on them. The door is large enough for maybe like a kid to crawl inside kind of thing.
Any writing? Those?
Ah. You do see writing. You see that one of them is repurposed base and one of them is repurposed thinner. As for the barrels over there, a large number of them seem to actually be empty, but you find some that have writing on them that says solidified canoside gas on it.
What's that?
That doesn't sound good.
And we will end the session there. So,
Hmm.
You didn't die!
We didn't die.
you didn't die.
We
I'm
did not
so
die.
happy. Yeah, we didn't die yet. We're currently faced with canoside, which sounds like caninocide, but you know.
So, thanks for playing, guys. Players, think you did good. Audience, thanks. Good to have you. And patrons, couldn't do without you. We're going to end here. It's been a short little sesh, and people have curfews and all that jazz. And we'll pick up next week to see if the gang puts together the puzzle, kills themselves, or maybe both. Who knows? Or maybe just walks away from it. All would be good options.
I'm gonna rewatch this episode. I'm gonna fucking set up the cork board with the little strings attaching everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for running Elution. It was a lot of fun.
No
Yeah,
problem.
thanks
We'll
for
see you
doing
guys
this.
next time for some more D&D tomorrow. Adios. And stream is kill.